Coming up,
The barber bulls really put that extra rib on these cattle.
People sell pounds, and that's our goal, is every way, shape, and form.
Nobody can ever knock the black baldy cow.
3 breeders reveal the power of purebred Hereford seed stock next on The American Rancher. Hello and welcome to The American Rancher. I'm Pam Minnick. In the past, Hereford cattle were the dominant breed of the American beef industry. As other breeds were introduced, Herefords took a back seat, but today the breed has regained much of its former glory. On this episode, 3 breeders will demonstrate why Herefords are important to their bottom line. First, we're in Thedford, Nebraska, where the Hoffman family operates a highly respected multi-breed seed stock program that takes advantage of black baldy composites.
At one time, there was nothing but Hereford cattle in a majority of the U.S. And the Hereford cattle that carried some of the problems that people still like to bring up from 30 years ago, those cattle got eliminated when times got tough. The breeds got strength, and the breeds needed for a crossbreeding sector too now. You've kind of heard every joke there has been about Hereford cattle, but nobody can ever knock the black baldy cow. And that's why we have both Hereford and Angus. Because we don't necessarily preach to our guys that they need to be straight Hereford at all, but we do preach the power of the black baldy cow and the power of the black baldy feeder calf. So the 2 breeds complement each other extremely well. We have an extensive embryo program, and I don't know if everybody always totally understands the embryo deal. It's not major science, say. It's simply kind of a step up from an AI program. But at the same time, it allows you to maximize your best genetics. And it allows us to sell big groups of full brothers, and you know, some ranches might want that. And I think it adds a lot of genetic strength to a commercial cow herd if they tie together similar genetics too. And our embryo program lets us do that. And it also lets us have large sire groups. And now we're running a lot more cow herd too than what we've had. We've taken on another long-term lease that we have, and it'll run a substantial amount of spring cows. So we just really try and manipulate the best genetics we can out there. We don't skimp on anything. I think we take it very serious, and we keep all the little things in check, and it seems like it kind of takes care of the big things in the end. But we just really watch the structure on these cattle. I think we really keep our nose to the grindstone on foot quality and longevity in both the Hereford and Angus cattle. You know, every breed needs improvement, and I don't think we're too proud in either breed to ignore that. And we want to fix the major problems or the little things too that the different breeds have. We want to get taken care of here so they don't ever factor in later when our commercial producers have them in production. We've built a feedlot here by my house. This allows us to sort up our bulls a little bit better, make them a little bit uniform, put them in smaller groups. They're right here handy when people come look. You can get through a lot of bulls in a hurry here. And at weaning, we'll bring in our spring calves, and we develop them pretty slow, and we don't want them gaining much over 3 pounds a day. Our older bulls and coming 2-year-olds for our sale, they're all developed on grass. So they're ran a lot like commercial cattle to the point of the winter before the bull sale. And then we bring those bulls in, and as much as anything, we don't have the time to get out and go feed these bulls in the pasture and stuff in the winter. So we do bring them in a lot, but they're developed on grass until like the last 3 months before the bull sale. And we rely a lot on the compensatory gain these bulls will put on for our sale. But it's awfully important to us to keep the feet and legs under them, so we've really focused on not developing these bulls in a lot through the summer on the older bulls. We make sure they get a lot of exercise and they're out on pasture or huge traps, just to offer more longevity for our customers.
All our bulls will be fertility tested within 2 weeks of the sale, and if they do not pass, they do not go in the sale. We don't let anything be marginal.
The bulls are all handled on foot and on horseback, and with the four-wheeler a little bit too. And yeah, we feel like everything that leaves here is really pretty well mannered and can be handled by anybody, you know.
These bulls are subject to anything our customer does. Dogs, I use dogs to gather bulls out of the pen, so their dog broke.
We feel that herd health is a big part of what we're doing here, you know, and I feel like we work really hard to keep all the problems out of these cattle. If there is problems, they're dang sure taken care of and gone before they ever reach our customers, you know, and we're really proud of the end product that we send out, and feel like we've had really good feedback over the last couple of years, and a lot of happy repeat customers.
Well, any good program or product starts with good people, and honesty and integrity runs real deep there. Just the best people to deal with. You get the total package. He'll help you market your products, stands behind their bulls. Just extremely pleased with the way the bulls held up and the quality.
We've added weight to the cattle, have a lot more thickness and depth. I think with the Angus and the Hereford cross together, we've put the two of the best things there are in one package.
His bulls last a long time, and that's the biggest thing that keeps me coming back. Is his bulls are sound, he conditions them right, develops them right, and they last forever.
The Hoffmans continue their legacy of raising quality Hereford, Angus, and Sim-Angus breeding stock. The entire family works on the ranch, and as every ranch family knows, generational commitment is the bedrock of preserving the ranching way of life.
It's probably every cowman's dream or every rancher's dream to have a son involved in the operation. We've got another generation coming up in Jason's kids. He's got 3 really good kids, and hopefully one of those will want to take it over. But there's just something about a family operation that it makes it easier to fight all the struggles and all the battles. And I don't think there's probably ever a prouder moment than to have a father have his son come into the operation and know that maybe the things that you've worked for all your life are going to continue on, and that's important.
Coming up,
We export to Canada, Mexico, South America, Australia, the United Kingdom.
Holden Hereford's Line 1 genetics are at work on ranches around the globe. That story is next on The American Rancher. Stay with us.
Did you know that your cattle can begin to feel the effects of heat stress anytime the temperature reaches 70 degrees or above? VitaFirm Heat is a fully fortified vitamin and mineral supplement with the AmaFirm advantage that reduces heat stress in cattle by lowering body temperature and helps fight against fescue toxicity. As an added bonus, Heat contains garlic, a natural insect repellent. Less heat stress means better performance. Keep them cool. Keep them grazing. VitaFirm Heat.
Hi, I'm Bob McLaren with 44 Farms. We have a new program with Walmart called Prime Pursuits, which brings together great Angus producers from around the United States together to provide great beef for the consumer. Producers all around the country, we would love for you to join us in this great pursuit. So please give us a call. We would love to talk to you about the specifics of this great new program. Thank you.
Superior Livestock Auction now offers a monthly Holstein steer and dairy video auction. With the largest number of registered and active buyers in the nation, Superior Livestock Auction is your source for lightweight dairy-influenced calves. Sellers enjoy proven price discovery that pays top dollar. Buyers get access to high volume and steady supply. And everyone appreciates Superior's trusted experience in national livestock marketing. Go online at superiorlivestock.com to register and to find out more.
Welcome back to The American Rancher. Holden Herefords in Valier, Montana is a family operation with decades of successful Line 1 breeding experience. Holden is home to 250 registered Hereford cows and 150 commercial cows that are used as recipients for their embryo transfer program. Jack always says that a line breeding program can only succeed if you cull hard. You must keep moving ahead with the best genetics, and that's what the Holdens do best.
These cattle are line bred. They're predictable, they're consistent. What our customers love and come here for is these cattle are proven, predictable, they're uniform, they're consistent in type and kind. It's what you see is what you get. They breed true, and and with all the data that we have behind them and the years of selection, these cattle have proven themselves to work, and we know, with the data behind them what they're going to do for us and what they're going to go do for our customers. Just getting ready for weaning right now. This time of year we're going to wean this set of bull calves. Just finished baling straw and finished up our second cutting hay crop. Had a real nice hay crop this year, thankfully, and going to be in good shape for hay. This country, it takes 2 to 3 tons of hay per cow to get a cow through the winter with calving and everything, especially with calving in January and February like we do. Right now we're also fall calving. We'll have about 100 calves born in August and September in our fall program, and so we've got that going on, and just getting ready for what they say is going to be a nice long winter. Kind of get these bulls on feed and get ready and rolling for sale this fall, and start doing pictures for advertising. We started out small, and we've grown to where now we're marketing 150 bulls. We calve about 400 cows a year between spring and fall. 2/3 of those would calve in the spring and about 1/3 in the fall. We're actually calving right now in August and September, and then our winter calving is in January and February.
Improving the genetics of the world's Line 1 closed herd requires superior data management from all breeders. The Holdens conduct extensive performance testing on their cattle to optimize the genetic potential of their Line 1 herd.
We got our first registered Hereford cattle, Line 1 Hereford cattle, back in the early 1950s. So we've had registered Hereford cattle for over 60 years now. We were pioneers in performance testing. My grandpa was one of the charter members of the Montana Beef Performance Association. We started performance testing in 1956. We've always believed in performance testing our cattle. We weigh all of our calves at birth. We do weaning weights, take yearling weights, we do ultrasounding. We want to take all the weights and measures on these cattle that we can to give our customers all the information that we can about them. Make sure we have accurate information going in, get accurate EPDs out. We really try and be ahead of the game on the technology end of things to give all the information we can for our customers. People sell pounds, and we want it in the right package and the right kind, but people get paid for the pounds of calves and also the right kind that goes along with it, and that's our goal, is to produce cattle that do it every way, shape, and form. We are really known for our cow herd and the maternal end and the udder quality and the fertility and fleshing ability in our females. 40% of our calf crop born every year is from embryo transfer matings out of our very best, most proven cows. We don't use young heifers. We use cows that we know out of really proven cow lines, and it's our way of getting more females in our herd and sons in our sale out of those really great cows, and more of those genetics out of those top females back into our herd. We also, for over 30 years, we have parentage verified all of our cattle. Used to started out back in the days with blood sampling. Now we use DNA for everything. We also, 100% of our cow herd and all of our sale animals have genomically enhanced EPDs with the 50K panels on them. So just a way of getting as much information as quick as possible to help our customers have accurate information to make the best decisions they can when they purchase cattle from us, and for ourselves, for the cattle that we put back in our herd, to know what's going on. So I do believe, technology that's out there is available to help us all make better decisions, and the more tools that you have in your toolbox to improve your breeding program, the better you are.
Our consistency that Holden bulls have has really been a big factor in our success in our cattle in the last 12, 14 years. Our weaning rates have changed a lot, and our sale weights have increased probably about 100 pounds.
If you're raising a commercial herd or you're raising a registered herd, you need to come up to Jack Holdens and look at the cattle.
We think it's the best Hereford cattle there are. I mean, they're the most consistent Hereford cattle there are in the world, in our opinion.
I've always thought it was the best maternal cow herd I'd ever seen, and so we've tried to stay fairly close to that through the years.
The commercial guys, they like the good pigment on these bulls. They like them to be marked well, and that's a plus in our part of the country. And the udder quality's so good on these cattle, and they've got such a strong set of cows that we're able to improve our herd through those genetics, through the bulls.
The reason we all come back is they have uniformity and consistency because of their line breeding program that just goes on and on and on.
The Holden bulls, they stay together. I mean, we've got bulls that we've had 11 years since the very first bull we brought, and oh, they're absolutely, I mean, they're like your pet. I mean, we pet our bulls every day. They're just absolutely wonderful on, you know, being gentle.
One of the reasons that we came initially to the Holden program was because of consistency and our being attracted to the Line 1 program. And we stuck with the line bred program and our Line 1 program and our operation as well. And we believe in it because of the consistency that we've seen in Holden's program, where, you know, the ability to find certain performance traits that you need in a bull and see that carried on generationally is really important to us, and it's really important to our customers.
Coming up,
They gain exceptionally well. We sold our calves at market this year for a top dollar.
high standards produce high dividends. Hear the story of Barber Ranch Herefords next on The American Rancher. We'll be right back.
Superior Livestock Auction is the largest cattle marketing network in North America. Superior sells forward contracted and immediate delivery load lots of cattle on video auction that are broadcast on satellite TV and streamed online. Superior does it by marketing your cattle to the largest qualified buyer base in the nation. Your cattle never leave your ranch until delivery day. Your Superior rep will be there when your cattle are sorted and loaded, then write you a check when it's done. Simple as that. Superior Livestock Auction sells more cattle each year than any other livestock auction in the U.S., giving you the best opportunity for top dollar on your cattle. Superior's #1 focus is getting you the best paycheck possible. Most producers only get one paycheck a year, and that's why more cattlemen and women trust Superior Livestock Auction to get the most out of every sale. Your hard work deserves top dollar. So call Superior or discover more online to learn how Superior Livestock Auction can work for you.
The Superior Country page is your 24/7 marketplace for buying and selling load-lock calves, feeders, breeding stock, and other cattle. Cattle ranchers like the Country page because it's easy to use, and they get the jump on current market conditions by putting cattle in front of buyers right now. Cattle are ready for sale in minutes, so buyers can start bidding. Call or log on today to find out how the Superior Country page can work for you.
Welcome back to The American Rancher. Barber Ranch in Channing, Texas has built a decades-long reputation for producing elite, cutting-edge Hereford genetics. Their high standards are evident by the success of Barber's seed stock and commercial customers.
The East Coast, they always want really a show quality look. The West Coast customers are more bigger, stouter, probably larger growth.
The bulls are all developed right here on the ranch. When we wean them, well, we process them, give them all their shots, brand them at that time, and then we grow them out, try to in large traps.
Our younger bulls are run out here on hay grazer at this point, and they just do very well. We supplement them a little bit with a 12% growing ration, just trying to keep them going, not to get them fat, but just where they're ready to go to work whenever they get a new home.
We primarily aim for the commercial man because that's the backbone of the industry. But we do sell a lot of bulls that go back to the registered person.
Our cattle target both commercial and seed stock producers. They're not split between the two. We believe that our bulls, our progeny, our genetics work for both sectors of the industry.
Our commercial customers down at San Saba have been the big stout bulls go on Brahman cows.
And you can put a Hereford bull on that cow herd and make some incredible tiger stripe F1 females. And to this day, I don't know of a more sought after or higher priced female for replacements in those tiger stripes down in that part of the country.
The Sneed Pool Ranch that is right here in Channing, they bought 40 bulls over the last 3 years.
Sneed Ranch, we've raised cows for about 100 years. Pam Stevens, she's the president, Joe Pool's owner. We've got a ranch in Hartley County, Moore County. This one here at Hartley is about 21,000 acres. We try to run some progressive genetics, produce a product that everybody wants. The Barber bulls really put that extra rib on these cattle and that extra pound. A lot of structure again. Just a great calf. They gain exceptionally well. Yeah, if you're looking for a good genetic program, the proof's in the pudding on them. It's done wonders for our herd. You know, our replacement females, they're just a quality that we haven't had. You know, and I believe that the genetics are what that's from, and it's the Barber genetics. And they helped us sell them, and you don't find that very often. Jason works there at Superior. He's pushed the product. He's went out and talked to people, and then he took all the bids, and you know, we sold our calves at market this year for a top dollar.
That set of Sneed Pool cattle sold really well in our Breckenridge sale this summer. They've got a couple excellent reps up in the Panhandle in Carson Womble and Will Durrett. They do a good job of marketing those cattle. I try to assist our customers and those two reps in marketing the cattle as far as lining up a couple buyers for them. Actually really successful in it this summer. Had the top buyer that bought the cattle for $1.66, which also made that one of the higher sets of cattle that sold on Breckenridge, especially for that weight class region and being Hereford cattle. Also had the runner-up bidder on there too. So whenever Barber Ranch can help our customers be more successful, we definitely like to do that.
You get a bull that gets crippled or something happens to him, they'll stand behind it, and you know, they've taken mine to their, you know, picked them up and worked on them and fed them up and got them back to where they were right again, or they replaced them, and that's pretty outstanding.
We're all consumers of something in this world, and there's nothing more frustrating than when you have a bad experience buying a product somewhere and you can't reach someone, you can't get it returned, you can't get it exchanged, you can't get more of it even if it's something you want more of. So customer service is something that we take very, very seriously here.
I think what has made Barber Ranch stand the test of time has been Dale's word. Dale has such a high degree of integrity, and when he tells somebody he's going to do something, you can bet he's going to do it no matter what. He always stands by his word, and I think our customers appreciate that. If they buy something and it doesn't work out, we make it right.
The future of the Barber Ranch is only as strong as the industry it serves, so the entire Barber family will always strive to improve the quality of their genetics. By doing so, they help to improve the quality of the entire Hereford breed.
When I was a kid, Herefords were really the only cattle you saw. You would occasionally see a black baldy or maybe a shorthorn, but Herefords were dominant. You drive along the road, that's all you saw. And they kind of taken a back seat, especially back in the 80s when all the exotics moved in, and then the black cattle have kind of taken over. But the people, the commercial herds have got all those black cattle now. They're wanting to put a white face on those calves because they get a premium. So the Herefords are kind of moving back into the driver's seat. It's pretty cool.
I think one of the main things that makes them so popular is they're so versatile, they're docile, their ability to adapt and thrive in any climate and cross on any breed is phenomenal. And I think it's second to one, the popularity of the baldy female, whether it's a black or a red baldy. We've got a great new program, an alliance with the Red Angus Association that allows us to market those genetics, and they're both so complementary, they're so maternal. So our goal here is to always stay on the cutting edge of our breed's leading genetics. We want to be the go-to choice for both commercial bull buyers as well as registered seed stock Hereford breeders. We take great pride in the fact that we've got such a nice niche in terms of a breeding bull buyers group elite donor females that are always in demand. We've got a really nice cultivated youth group that enjoys competitive show heifers. It's unusual for you to be a lot of things to different people, but I think we've done a really nice job here at Barber Ranch being able to offer different groups such a wide selection of breed-leading genetics here.
That's all the time we have today. To learn more about the efficiency and profitability of Hereford genetics, log on to hereford.org. And to find out more about us, visit theamericanrancher.com or connect with us on Facebook. For the entire American Rancher team, I'm Pam Minnick. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Superior.